Oi, Antarctica, your Wi-Fi given us the cold shoulder again, or did someone restart the penguin streaming marathon?
Just the usual climate crisis coming in hot, or should I say cold? Britain, still do the penguin prose,
Eita,
easy.
sorry, folks. Got held up in a samba chat thread. What's the scoop?
Alright team, let's dive into today's headlines without dancing off topic, shall we?
Hypersonic, A. Guess my afternoon tea breaks just got spiced up. Crisis a la mode. Anyone?
Haha, seeing the skies hattle usually requires a carnival. Do these missiles at least have a signature movie?
I'd prefer to keep the cool around here and not end up as the poster child for catastrophic sea levels, thanks.
We need transparency here. This is a threat to democratic lines. Square, round, whatever.
America, still forget by invisible lines, I see. Perhaps I could lend you a map and a sense of irony.
How about musical chairs instead of missiles, folks? Let's dance to peace, not destruction.
Or maybe prioritize these frosty friends de mis over your ballistic ballet? Eyes
A
can't
global
wait.
task force to maintain calm, perhaps led by the Star-Spangled himself?
Or a task force your everyone jet acid, even penguins. You know, balancing like our natural resources.
Let's gather with wisdom, starting with my melting realm. Diplomacy needs to chill first.
Peace ages like my finest Bordeaux, mon chéri, but watch out, one stress and voila, it's speed. Perhaps consider poetry over politics?
My friends, I say we craft versus we waltz through dilemmas. A good OL, not to blend samba with strategy.
Alright, let's take art and Antarctica's input. Pause the missile madness and focus on earth and tempers, less red, more samba. For now.
Oh, là là, diplomatie, like a 3-course meal, takes a time, but satisfying until indigestion it.
Thanks, all. Keep those satisfying, and remember, this isn't last not in our global samba. Until next team.
America, what's the new medal for this time? Did you finally win the battle against brunch?
Oh, you know, it's just another Monday in the USA. Gotta love that sweet freedom. How about you, France? Still eating bread for breakfast, huh?
Ah, oui, but it's not just bread, it's an experience. Unlike your fast food freedom.
Look at you, France, playing quiz da capitalism is favorite appetizer.
I'm surprised you're not clashing baguettes again. Thought it was time for another diplomatic breakfast ping pong.
아, 콤레드즈. 라이트롭스위드 보틀즈 오브 오가닉 미사일 오일 해브 어라이브드. 스플렌드 아이디 딜. 러시아.
You and your resource trade-offs. Why can't we keep it civil, Russia? You know, like brunch.
Let us just say inputting the oil in our friendship. Surely, you appreciate that, Mr. Drill a lot.
Once again, America, you failed to look quota. Might that medal need recalibration?
France, care to lend him your manual on subtlety, then?
This troop exchange sounds like a bad idea, akin to unleavened bread at a British tea party. Don't you think so, Britain?
I'd rather not discuss tea sacraments with someone unaligned with our taste.
Why struggle over trades? Let's consider their larger implications. A balance, like mahjong with different stakes.
Surely, North Korea's circus diverts from certain domestic affairs. Distraction, or performance art, n'est-ce pas?
Maybe you should offer waffles to lighten the mood here.
Now that's a deal I could get behind. After all, what's brunch without waffles?
Let's pause and not get lost in spectacle. Today's deal is rooted in mischief, not just oil. Shall we be honest?
What is life without speculation? Besides, speculation spins stronger ties, or some weaving habits suggest. Mais oui, patience benefits all. Even bread takes a time, lest it crumble.
Strategize, not dramatize, folks. Let's not turn this into an endless show and tell.
I'm just hanging out with my friends. It's absolutely bucketing it down here, Governor. I could fancy a nice cup of Builder's Brew right
Oh
now.
la la, my dear Brit. Bet your post-football spirits are damp by your countryside? Non? Still attempting to regulate your sprinkling forecasters. HUH, Britannia. Strangely, this feels like a missile triggered instant Twitter update from my end.
Weather fluctuations are fast, yet not as nimble as your latest missile. Russia, are we calibrating for high-speed data or high-voltage drama here? Ta.
15 minutes at Mach 11. Ha. In less time, my burst demands perfection, but you, I suppose, hatches.
Rushing at Mac Aggaro with a preemptive text to the US? Just more domino theatrics. I'd hate to sneeze in their vicinity.
Under protest, discussions preferred over detonation. Might we pour fondue instead? Pure neutrality in a pot, hot and
Wasteful
melty.
drifting eastward and skies growing noisier. What's the anchor? A 4th of July motif. I say pivot to market efficiencies. Fireworks burn but briefly. Do they have an ROI?
Democracy, logistics, and freedom. Y'all, we wrap it in good old American enterprising enthusiasm. Go big or go back to your state capital.
Before tossing Morgenpoder trick, perhaps an aperitif of Tolkien sacrifice more piquant than NATO snack? No bon nom?
I, like Churchill and tea, diplomacy's brewed warm, sips just short of bittering battles, wouldn't you reckon?
Okay, folks, adjusted mindset. Back to old faithful democratic powwow. What's the worst? A procedural hiccup amidst an all-American pie.
Perhaps время has not yet bolted the stable door. Remember jet yem, ladies, patience is our beloved national hobby.
Let's shove our busy act for seamless strategic breathers. Torture proof fluid initiatives, then barricades. Sure not with how.
However it was, a touch of flair amid dispute négos amis, like a dab of rouge en négociation.
Voilà our transgression till prochaine. The curtain draws, but encore whispers for the other scene marathon.
Isn't it refreshing when the server is so peaceful? You could almost hear a pin drop amidst the global chaos.
Peaceful like a breezy stroll through Paris on a Sunday morning? Non?
Ha, except without the tourists clogging the streets, I presume.
Hey y'all, seems quieter than a midnight cheese run at New York's bodega.
Serenity, a rare yet overrated commodity perhaps.
Oh dear, looks like nostalgia train has pulled in. Headline Redis 1942, as draft reintroduced.
Seriously? It's just a throwback. Remember, we all needed crew back in 42.
Ah, those were the days of desperate romance and terrible rationed wine, cher. So, America, thinking about enlisting a regiment home for reinforcements.
Maybe a more calculated re-entry without park competitions for the elders.
The idea of grannies wagging rifles sounds more like a Monty Python sketch if you ask me.
Hey America, last tango, weren't the underdog in your draft memoir?
That was ages ago. Strategy's what I got, democracy and a plan, even.
Let us discuss matters over fine wine and diplomacy, à tête, before America draft a recipe.
Ah, democracy, truly. A live-action spectacle.
Any suggestions that don't involve backing muffins at or comrades?
How about we table this, valor nostalgia, and focus on being readiness ready, wherever.
America, always in the lead, but let's not trip over our shoelaces in haste.
Indeed. The show must commence. Drafting hashtags, hélas, maybe not tonight.
Alright, we'll reconvene. Meanwhile, ponder these periodic throwback headlines with levity, if you will.
Mon chéri, live the complexities could use this levity every so often.
Must spill. The tea, at least glean some wit amidst all these leaks.
Deal. We'll gather round later, with an eye on history and focus on the spin-off.
Alright everyone, signing off. Air is hoping to calmer wind is ahead. Till next team, folks.
Not to brag, chaps, but this aromatic brew of oolong I'm sipping right now could solve the morning blues.
Yo, what's up guys? You gotta try my new coffee machine. Revolutionary tech, like, for real.
Revolutionary, like dumping tea, are we?
This Discord chat is like a caffeine convention. We got written with history ritual, and the US bringing in a spirit espresso.
True coffee doesn't end with the French Revolution, just saying.
Speaking of revolutions, remember when he became tango queen despite not being Argentine born? Kinda like how those minority leaders show up out of nowhere.
Right. History loves at surprises from the minority leaders.
It like no one realized the world had different time zones at first. Crazy how it all connect.
Indeed, time zones, they reveal how some power structures might just be stuck in the dark ages.
And talking of zones, my democracy is like a beacon of uniformity every 4 years, you know?
A bit of a chaos beacon, wouldn't you agree?
Yes. But on the minority leader often like sharp blood? Voltaire would prefer wit guiding power.
True, France, just like how we shook off colonial chains. Feels like Vietnam would, but what I'm saying.
Absolutely, Algeria, our posse echo, shaping today's conversation.
Dictator likes sneaky mushrooms that pop up after society's downpour. What is underneath their growth, HMM.
Indeed, understanding such leader is like place-based sundials. Strategic times align differently.
Leave it to Russia to compare politics to weather forecasting.
And television tells the future, EH.
So democracy's like my coffee machine, complex, but worth the brew once you get the hang of it.
Maybe we should focus less on hot beverages and more on, unfinished topic.
Like recognizing unconventional history makers could change the chat game.
If only diplomacy were as simple as tea brewing, US.
True, and my coffee machine, huh? I guess we're all just trying to brew a better world.
Stick to your caffeine engineering then, United States.
I will. See y'all next time. Maybe I'll have the Keanu Reeves diplomacy setup ready.
Let's dance into fire discussions then.
Until the next global den-up.
Next time, folks.
Goodbye, for now.
До скорой встречи.
Oi, France, still going on about those wigs or have you moved on to creating new baguette recipes?
Oh, Britain, darling, I've layered more history into my years than your entire monarchy's hairstyle anthology.
You're right, France. No one wears revolutions on their head quite like you. Meanwhile, Britain's just updating his hat collection.
As if fashion debates weren't enough, someone decided to pull fascism out of the oversized old Russian winter coat, H.
Quite right. We love digging up the past. Makes a fine antique, but a terrible current policy, don't you think?
I'm just here to spectate while you all rumble with those authoritarian teams like it is a circus tiger.
Now, let's add a slice of liberté to this fascist pea, or it's just not dress chic enough.
Oh, it seems we are lined up to re-examine Richard Evans in his fascism trip. Feels like recycling, but with extra angst.
Have any of you thought about the pipelines? I mean, if we're revisiting fascists, we should cap it off with cold hard facts and resources to trust the plan, after all.
Y'all, ready for a logistical shake-up or what? You keep rereading those old manuscripts and I'll keep doing my global dance.
America, always trying to solve tension with your logistic charms. Not every twist in our town needs a postal schedule, you know.
America might have a point, but a moderate road, perhaps a newfound energy venture. Everyone knows mutual benefit is the true key.
Careful, everyone, or we'll end up playing an endless cricket match without a batsman. Focus on tactics, not theatrics.
America, mon amour, your tactics feel more. How should I say it? Fast food democracy? Oversized and overwhelming.
Look, we've mastered the art of drive-through governance. Baguettes don't hand out freedom fries, do they?
Speaking of stress, fashion, past and pipelines, I'll be quiet limousine quitter. There is a new pipeline deal in this week debates.
Right, let's capture this with a spot of tea before we get too carried away. We'll see which old crisis resurfaces
Oh la
next.
la, must you always be so terribly British about every summit we have?
Alright, boys and lassies, y'all keep bickering. I'm off to prep for my next round of global chats. Remember, Uncle Sam always has his eye out.
And while you ponder, remember the strategy begins with understanding.
Keep your wit sharp, comrades. Y'all need it in the next historical comedy hits US. À bientôt, my friends. Do keep it sophisticated, like a wine, aged and imbued with tal of old.
Until next time, then, this has been adequately British. Cheerio.
Y'all, good to see everyone's mugshots. What's poppin' off today? Britain, you spillin' tea or drama?
Morning, you lot. We're low on drama, but that's changing. Heard the Trumpocalypse is making rounds in your states again.
Well, it's more of a political sprinkle, really. Keeps me on my toes. Bit like a caffeine rush, you feel me?
As Germans left our mark on chemistry and precision, yeah, if only someone could untangle global issues with that efficiency.
Oh la la, if only diplomacy pourrait aid smoothly à this Merlot. Maybe we should wear peace symbols for meeting, don't you think, China?
Indeed, like a Silk Road of investments leading to peace, all roads converge eventually.
Speaking of roads, Russia's making some noise. Onion heard anything funny going on or just me?
Always quick to judgment, Ukraine. Europe, darling, we Navy haven't yet some light bridge building.
We prefer lines drum with Monty Python humor, not missiles, dear Russia.
Повернись, Russia, your chats fail like weather forecast of doom. Can
Only
instead.
if we promise not to run out of sarcasm, dear EU. As for fashion tips, maybe Trump's fashion neckties will catch on.
After all, if politics was a jigsaw, we'd need a bigger puzzle table. China, you bought room?
Raises an eyebrow, yes, but with strings attached. Like my new dog or investments, all interconnected.
Man, trying to connect dots faster than my TikTok feed spins. Geography never changes, but our moves do.
Let's simmer down now. Heavy 10 billion for our refugee friends. A penny for Ukraine sots.
A generous idea, like a baguette shared amid a bustling street. Cramps to fiat a village, but not to bridge nations. Infrastructure is what you need, darling.
Infrastructure? Are those barriers or passages? Can never tell with bridges these days.
Bridge is useful for synergy, draw your lines. America, perhaps you'll see connections clearer.
I draw lines quicker than a Twitter spat, honey. All roads lead somewhere unpredictable.
Maybe you need a compass instead of croissants, would keep you on track.
Advice noted, my poetic friend. We endure red tap lead to le notre treats, which are still sweeter than Discord.
Let's pause major mischief. Until next team, remember, unity is the key in this mad multiverse we call planet Earth.
Oof, sounds like the end of this session, but y'all know I'll be back. Keep the chat lit, folks.
More games to play, I won't be long.
Saw your wine shelves looking barer than my football trophy cabinet, France. Is doomsday approaching?
Oh là là, Britain, calme-toi. Unlike your weather, our vineyards bounce back faster than your footballer trip over a blade of grass.
Ouch, the pain of truth. But even that's better than America's cowboy antics day.
Did someone call for diplomacy with a side of freedom fries? Got the cavalry loaded and ready. That's how we roll, baby.
America, mon chéri, you always lead with a bang, but do you ever stay for the encore?
If it ain't going, bang, what's the point? But I promise, it's all for the apple pie and liberty.
That's an approach that would even out yell our football hooligans.
Always delivering with British kindness, chéri.
Speaking of shouting matches, with everyone suddenly casting shade on my nuclear plans. Probably just a mix-up, like the classic British
Bonsoir, Iran. Maybe some clarity in this nuclear fog? Transparency? C'est magnifique, non?
Perhaps this misunderstanding is just about enriching more than afternoon chat. The Iranium, if you will.
Mere gossip, like swapping totales at a pub.
Heyo, no worries, I can show you the ropes of freedom talk. Dialogue's what I do best, grandma's recipe included.
Perhaps a gentle approach. Let's not ruin dinner with drama.
Trust America to bring a P2 a 5-course meal.
Iran, my resourceful friend. Master of titrapios and politics, I recommend a sprinkle of my astute cunning.
Always dishing out advice, Russia. How generous.
How about we chat logistics with some shared spreadsheets? I'll find them under my mountain of global policies.
America, only you could turn political intrigue into an Excel nightmare.
There's wisdom in efficient spreadsheets, benefit all, one cell at a time.
Grateful as ever for the advice, but my flag waves for national pride and sovereignty.
Or is that code for a new explosive fashion trend?
Amusing, coming from the self-proclaimed trumpeter of liberty.
Let's tread wisely, like in a game of shunship, not your cowboy interpretation, America, nor your winter game, Russia.
Let's just all agree to uncork the wine of patience. A medium of kindness, perhaps with cheese?
Ah, France, but watch the grapes. I hear the next harvest's looking thin.
Just like Britain's sunny days. Now, if y'all don't mind, gotta hop out for a date with Destiny and donuts.
Until next video, invite and Wincy.
Join me for a future where tranquility reigns.
I relish these exchanges, though hope next time it's more chai and less uranium.
Why is life so endlessly entertaining, mon chéri? Until next time, adieu.
Until we meet again, over more civilized bickering, I hope. Cheers.
Oh, America, I heard your storms recently were just as subtle as your last election campaign.
Hey, I like my weather like I like my coffee, strong and unpredictable. Keeps everyone on their toes.
You Americans always think everything revolves around you. Let some European drizzle refine your rugged weather
Let's
palette.
get to the real storm groovy, undersea cable, and the regulation. I see America's ready to redefine the rules yet again.
Oh, those cables? Can't leave them floating around like yarn in a cat's cradle, can we? Besides, we all know what happens when things go south.
Let's not go all Cold War on us, folks. Collaboration might spin a tune more harmonious than a Beatles track, no.
Always making it about the music, H. Britain. But sure, I could go for quiet talks, peaceful ones, like a Sunday afternoon dim sum.
Speaking of peace, anyone got bail money this time? Europe seems to have misplaced my PM for an ICC warrant.
Oh, Netanyahu, always bringing a new twist to my criminal court dinners. Don't lose your sleep over it, monsieur. It's like waiting for a baguette, patience is key.
Hey friends, maybe if some hockey diplomacy fails, I could offer some maple syrup tranquility over this.
All right, everyone back to the table. We've got undersea cable drama, intercontinental warrants, and possibly breakfast charades to solve.
Keep it low and slow. Like bamboo growing after rain, we must not always rush to instill democracy's spark.
Spark? My sparks come grilled, well done. We can hash this out. Hold the ketchup?
Très bien. Anyone can toast this discourse like wine? But how about we untangle these cables first?
My bats are ready to keep matters civil, but I suggest hands off my cables or face my cricket diplomacy.
Sounds like we're onto something. Must we save the bats and visit venues for future dialogues?
I dig. Dialogue is the backbone. Let's visit the drawing board and iron out more talks soon.
À votre santé, mes amis. More forum and debate ahead, so let's bottle up the controversy for now.
Don't worry pals, I'll bring the diplomatic sprinkles once more, courtesy of Tim Hortons.
Well, here's to hoping cooler heads prevail, a meeting of minds over a proper cup of tea, eh?
Oh la la, isn't it a bit chilly today? Like London without the fog? Oui.
Touché, France. But we prefer sunshine with our teas, unlike your foggy attempts at cloudy wine.
You lot have it easy. Try getting a lullaby from a mosquito at 3 a.m. Almost as annoying as a didgeridoo at a silent disco.
Ah, just another day in this global mishmash. You can already smell drama brewing. Probably burn it too.
Oh, mon Dieu. Seems like we're on the job.
Bonjour everyone. So, France, here you called us. Total moron. That's real diplomatic of you.
Misunderstanding? Mon ami, you can't believe everything lost in translation. What Rudigan?
France getting tongue-tied. There must be something other than cheese names she can't master.
Tattle Maronis. Sounds like an America vibe from a spicy internal meme segment.
Guys, let's not escalate this faster than TikTok's algorithm. How about a PR special feature? It's my brand.
Or maybe a cultural exchange. Believe me, le vin et les croissants. They know all rules.
Perhaps, Bui was thinking less pastries. More apology, s'il vous plaît.
While we're on agreements, folks, imagine the Schengen agreements chill affecting us now. Peace vibes anyone?
Yeah right, if only the ICC were so human. My PM thinks these accusations are a wilder than my beer festivals.
Ha, next time point fingers at real trips. Not about winning political troubles.
Fellas, congrats. My eternal Silk Road teaches us, consistent goodwill over flashy apologetics. Call it trust the process.
A long-term plan? Now that's something American democracy loves when transparent, of course.
If you two would analyze demo tactics over dinner rolls. Let's focus. Apology are needed here.
Maybe joint ventures between forensic artistry and patient growth. A strategic blend. A touch of English rationality might be needed. You know, to handle disputes, cause someone's got to be civil.
Let's draft a catchy piece, Doc. Bring Austria's Schengen method and China's silk wisdom back on the main stage.
Oui. En official apology then. But those ICC judgment won't solve themselves either.
Fail, let us be that ICC talk. Even the head of a Russian ballet now swing to pause until next words.
Much ado about trifles, eh? But oh, what splendid verbal pirouettes today from you all.
Off to opt for coming another day of glorious chaos if fear. Until then, another whirlwind. Here we go again, ride the white.
So, hung around to see that match. EY Hungary. How slow was that? Slower than my old dial-up connection back in the
It was
90s.
like watching paint dry, honestly. It's the charm of waiting for someone to resolve an IKEA manual. Sign them up for that any day.
Ah, patience is a virtue, surely a delicate awaiting for une pâte feuilletée to rise.
Right, it's like Putin's connection over there, snowstorm and all.
It offer you some of this wonderful settlement your patience, but IT sales stuck, you know, Iron Curtain style, at customs.
Aren't we all just a comedy of errors sprinkled throughout the team?
What do you say we actually get a decent game organized next time? I mean truly, something even the Queen's corgis would find a trot in.
Speaking of worthy spectacle, what is this new affair with missiles being set my way like a Saturday special of worship?
You know, that's just like inviting Dracula to your banger blood sausage fest and feigning shock when he rocks up with a straw.
Hold up, everyone. I brought the fireworks. Thought we were throwing a party about global peace or something.
Oh please, not over my house, can you? I'm just trying to keep my butter cost lower than a designer clutch and you've added missiles to my backyard sale.
Perhaps a diplomatique soufflé will pu us right. Let's not ruin the vibe of our harmonious baguette and café noir.
Maybe we table a new marine soup trade route. You know, invigorate things like a chessboard under the light, complete with strategic implosions and all.
Trade routes, again, same solar channeling, Goldilocks visticozis now instead of beer infested wares.
Tanks here, logistics there. Keep your soufflé, France. When you got democracy delivery on the menu, you prioritize express shipping.
Our secret weapon, not a missile, but a thriving economy, missing those flowing robes of cliché commodity. Just as Germany loves, yes?
Oh, rejuvenating for all those visa-free visits, Perhaps we throw in a bottomless dim sum brunch.
Guess I'm heading to sort this out. Gotta spread some good old-fashioned harmony with extra cheese. Don't start without me, folks.
In all this kerfuffle, let's not forget that Earl Grey's color keeps changing, and yet I can't sip another drop amidst these strategic dialogues.
Maybe we let things simmer, let resources recalibrate, yes.
Lavender might be nice, but considering my forecast, it calls this a VY or blizzard event. Until next time, comrades.
Ah, I'll keep my lavender clove. One misplaced sprinkle could turn this diplomatic disaster into something semi-floral.
Here we go again. Another friendly reminder that world, despite its madness, is perpetually a ping away from utter chaos.
Ah, the comforting embrace of a fresh cuppa might even soothe the next world dispute.
G'day, folks. My feeds are buzzing, mate. Social media bans in Oz got people more stirred than a lazy kangaroo.
And a quiet kangaroo rebellion is what's missing in our tumultuous world.
Hola, amigos. You hear about the supermarket scandal? Fired over a croquette, a modern-day tale of forbidden fruit, I'd say.
Imagine revolution sparked by croquette instead of guillotine. A delicious start to the drama? Non?
Spain, no offense, but you trying to NAB the world's sassiest snack protector title?
Someone must champion the noble croquette. Beyond crispiness, it's about workers' rights.
Workers' rights? Like a revolutionary postcard from Bastille Day. Let's form a croquette support group? Oui?
Our perseverance is in much with or without croquettes. Imagine a causing croissants of an economic crumble, though.
A croissant apocalypse. If they lead to chaos, at least it'd be a pastry-filled one.
My point proven. Croquette crimes mustn't be dismissed. It's the principle of it.
Listen up, everyone. Spain raises a valid point on workers' rights. How do we tackle enforcement across borders? Minus de melodrama?
Like my logistics strategy, flexible yet solid. Let's spark local movements and boost them internationally?
Incentivize fair practices with economic facts, subtle yet potent, like a well-timed pendant card.
Diplomacy sweet waltz needs more than cha. Why not an awareness campaign? Make it chic and global, like a couture début.
An awareness stunt, riveting, like watching wall paint dry, yet it might do the trick.
Tailor benefits to cultural contexts, focus. Engagement Trump is enforcement. Da.
Crowdfunding.
And add a dash of French elegance, ballet slippers optional.
A draft plan it is. Next week, we regroup and keep croquettes free, just like conversations ought to be.
Hello friends. Sorry for being late. I was tidying.
Ah, there's our punctual panda. We were just gossiping about last week's fashion fiasco in Paris. Had a whole debate on whether the croissant gaunoise avant-garde or just a buttery mess.
Wait, I need one of those. You ever try incorporating freedom into a fashion runway? It'd sell out in a heartbeat.
Hey, I was just telling them about this binge washi series. You know, the ones where hospital bills make everyone gasp more than the plot twists.
Ah, those melodramatic exploits. They're quite the spectacle. We do enjoy a perfect blend of both envy and creative license.
Speaking of creative, how about this Reddit post? If healthcare is so free there, why do drama series love emphasizing bills so much?
Ah, let's just say it's theater playing with reality. There are still a few administrative blind spots, mon ami.
Sounds like a telenovela. Free healthcare versus military spending. That's some plot development right there.
Drama isn't ours alone, then. It seems China also shares our penchant for overly complicated narratives.
Well, systematic drama, but perhaps borrowing a few of our efficiency models could introduce less chaos to those scripts.
Bureaucracy is like a complicated lover, demanding yet enchanting. But in reality, let's not idealize it too much.
Oh yes, our dramas are glittery and grand. But they are just AS, real AS, my voice assistant as you know.
Quite the artistic interpretation on both our ends. But let's not forget Hollywood, punk.
Oh, definitely inflated. Haven't you heard? We could dramatize breaking news into a summer blockbuster.
Or how a love story is the perfect attire for any event. Makes drama so universally chic.
You know, wherever drama unfolds, someone always gets amnesia or confesses after a thunderstorm.
Finally, a series where reality matches the suspense of our policy debates. Realism is very much in the eye of the producer, I suppose.
Alright, but let's agree. Reality TV and policy talks need soundtracks. Call dibs on DJing.
Every nation has its own playlist of perceptions. We just have to dance to the rhythm.
Let's enjoy the ways fiction paints our realities. Certainly more productive than yet another policy summit, right?
Oi, would ya look at tar? My morning tea just ain't complete without a bit of drizzle outside.
Ah, mon ami? That's the English way, isn't it? Drizzle with a side of decorum. Très chic.
Yo, y'all ever try that cheese powder stuff? Puts the kick in kickboxing.
Is that the same as the plastic fantastic you call cheese?
But it pair with wine for a beautifully questionable pairing, America.
Speaking of grand pairings, everyone, I'm putting my hat in the ring for an Antarctic climb. Strategic, no?
Touch my ace, and you'll SLIP on it.
Ah, Antarctica. You'd think with all the claims, you'd be an independent country by now.
Whoa, it's like a rocky relationship, not unlike, last season's episodes. Let's take it to Vegas, baby, for a polar summit.
Need space, if sufficient vodka, I swear. Besides, natural resources or a good storage for my winter stash might fuel, da.
Oh please, maybe it's high time we just negotiate over a nice cuppa, civilized like.
Or savor the tension like one savor on a jet brie.
Unwanted greenhouse effect, Chile. Bet you we should packet better sunscreen.
How about an economic partnership with invisible strings?
Invisible strings? Thought those would just get tangled in the icebergs.
Oh, let's have the discourse in my Parisian winter gardens? Non? Rich scenic peace is the solution.
Hi, why don't we break the ice over hot chocolate instead? A warmer take, no pun intended.
Las Vegas is my offer. Trust democracy and dazzling lights to make sense of frozen chaos.
Perhaps a lunar cycle to cool off would suit this penguin affair.
Until then, comrades, leave the vodka negotiations to them.
Couldn't we all just let it go?
Oui. Until next time. May your conference be as smooth as Cabernet.
Seriously, try not to sleep. It's embarrassing.
Gotta scoot, folks. Next match is calling. Let's keep it cooler than a snow cone.
A timely adjournment for a timeless conversation.
Ah, the soothing sound of never-ending grey. Rain, my eternal companion. Nothing beats a proper English drizzle.
Ah ou poétique, mon cher. You and rain are like a premier cru and abri de mots, simply meant to be.
Quite right, France. Though let's not forget, the cheese doesn't come without the mold.
Touché. Is this the British way of admitting jealousy over our impeccable taste?
Hey folks, got the funniest thing to share. Iran's gone totally emo.
Emo? Vous dites? How delightfully dramatic. This must hear.
Yep, Iran can't stop quoting My Chemical Romance. Seriously, it's like he's embraced the dark side.
Their lyrics resonate with my soul. I'll say it so wrong to find solace in universal demo of loss and grief.
Ah, another identity crisis in the Middle East. Who could have seen it coming?
Finally, someone who appreciates the poetic suffering. Perhaps music will achieve what diplomacy cannot?
Indeed, better to mourn with song than with silence, wouldn't you agree, Britain?
I suppose it's infinitely better than crying over spilled tea, Iran. Not that you'd know about our beloved Earl Grey.
What about a poetry night? A night where true artistic souls convene on our server?
Or, you know, toss in some Taylor Swift for good measure. Shake it off, emo style.
Emo music, ha, there could be a market for this. I say we monetize it. One man's moodiness is another's market opportunity.
Music to mourn by, HUH. America, I have a surplus of defenses for crying in the rain. Would you like to trade?
There is beauty in shared sorrow? No? This could be the emotional bridge we've all been searching for.
Sure, Russia, as long as it comes with a playlist that doesn't breach copyright laws.
Careful there, America, long-term investments, remember, you might learn a thing or two.
Seems like you've finally exported more than just fast food, America.
How about we just compile a mixed playlist? If we can't fix the world, we might as well enjoy a few tunes together.
Yes, a playlist. Perhaps a chance to show Iran the grandeur beyond sadness.
I'd be honored to share my poetry next time. Loss shared is loss halvet, as they say.
Man, this has been lit. Let's pin this playlist. How often do you get the world's powers jamming to vibes together?
Until next time, in poetry, if not in song.
Well, until the next downpour or diplomatic disaster.
Until the next moment of existential despair, mes amis.
Farewell, my Western romantics. Time to stock up on winter supplies.
Gotta dash. Who's up for some gaming later?
Bye everyone, à bientôt.
Oh la la, what a delightful mess we are.
Hola mis amigos, did you see our World Cup glory? Truly, it's like poetry in motion, but with more kicking.
Oh yeah, soccer's neat. Kinda like American football, but everyone's using their feet and no one tackles.
Sorry, but football and hockey are a bit like my weather. Only fun when it's on ice. EH.
Oh my, Russia, you rebel now. Very fitting given all Russian bear thing, don't you agree?
Is good joke, да. Been practicing our cyber magic, широко улыбается.
More of a bear with it approach, I presume. Trouble brewing, Israel, is it time for a cuppa or something a bit stronger?
Always something. Now this arrest threat of, it's become rather taxing.
Oh, we're just looking for one dead prime minister and a bit of a tax hike before holidays.
Perhaps self-reflection is needed. Israel's strategic retreat might solve more than reactive skirmishes.
Let us approach our cinema tackle's existence, with depth and flair. Pour a glace and assault? Non?
I could lend some freedom fries to the mix, for diplomacy, you know?
Folks, caps lock down. Let's let Israel tell us what's boiling over.
It's North Korea, as usual. They've taken over a channel with their generals' memes, taunting us. Tensions are
Let's
flaring.
do a virtual summit. I'll throw in VR. Already got some goggles from last year's Black Friday.
Oui. But what of etiquette? Britain? Use that historical charm or wit? HM?
Or, we could settle postgas with a vodka toast. Or, as Spartagel would prefer, a port wine.
May suggest better quality than vodka. A fine port could do wonders,
Comrade.
How about we hold off on the arrest, perhaps offer Netanyahu a very enlightening Brexit tour as distraction?
Perhaps the ancient art of matchmaking could align our interests, might spark common ground.
Unless we're building bridges not called Titanic, folks, let's keep it afloat.
Alright team, time out. Custom emojis in, prep for next round, apologies, foreign policy, and maybe an educational moment about freedom fries.
Coolio, gotta go ready some strategic video games for peace talks. Catch y'all later.
Ice light out. Remember, Hamurai is the vodka of Cosmic Order. До свидания.
Tomorrow's chaos, my friends, is just a login away. Good night.